Hello and welcome to Million of Dice podcast. Here again at Conpulsion on a Sunday, and in front of me is a rather famous gentleman, or it should be, because you should have been reading our review of this fantastic book, Shadows over Scotland, and it is Stuart Boon. Hello Stuart, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, yes.
Excellent. So let's kick off. As I only discovered yesterday, completely to my disbelief, Shadows over Scotland is actually your first book that you've ever written.
Yeah, absolutely. First time effort, first time lucky, I guess.
Oh, fantastic. It's an absolute... I can't sit here and just compliment you entirely, but I absolutely love the book. So, what made you decide to write it? Where did the inspiration for this book come from?
Basically, I started getting back into gaming in about early 2009. I met a group of guys near Glasgow and started getting back into it. And for the first time in ages, I managed to start getting back into Call of Cthulhu. Usually it's quite difficult to find people to play that particular game. But these guys were really keen, and I really got into it. We were enjoying it, and towards the end of the year, it was right around Christmas time, I thought, you know, so much of the material that we're using is from North America, it's from Rhode Island or around Boston, the typical Lovecraft country, and I thought, why hasn't anyone actually done Scotland? Because the landscape and the culture, everything just seemed to be absolutely perfect to my mind. You know, even the weather, the rainy, the dreich, the mist, it all seemed perfect to me, and I thought, why hasn't someone done a treatment for Scotland? So I thought at the beginning, maybe a Shadows over Scotland book. So right around Christmas 2009, I sent a letter over to Cubicle 7 and just hoped to hear back from them. And eventually I did. About 4 months later, they got in touch. Yeah.
Excellent, that's absolutely brilliant. I mean, how long did it take to write? Because we're not talking like, you know, a 10-page pamphlet here. We're talking a chunky piece of delicious work. So how long did it take you to write?
Well, there's an interesting story behind that, because once Sarah Newton got in touch with me, what it turned out was they had a bit of a deadline, so they needed it to be written relatively quickly. So I sent them, you know, what I thought it should look like, and they were happy with that. And the word count was going to be around 200,000 words. So in terms of pages in Word, that's about 400, a little bit over 400. And I was told I had 6 months to write it. So I've got a full-time job, but I thought, you know, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. It's something I wanted to do my entire life, to be able to sort of give back to all those gaming professionals out there who had given me such fantastic experiences. So I thought, I'm going to do it. And so very kindly my wife let me basically get up in the morning, start writing, go to work, come back, start writing, basically right till, you know, bedtime, go to sleep, and do the same thing. And I took all my holidays that I could take, and I just worked like a dog basically for 6 months, but I got it done. So between April and August 2010, so it was done. But then, as is typical of publishing, it sort of hits that suddenly you need art for all of that, and so it took a bit longer than that, so it came out pretty much a year later, August 2011.
And as I understand it, it has come out to absolutely rave reviews at the moment, and it's selling pretty well. I mean, how does that feel? How does that feel to have done this, to have worked for 6 months solid, a year later the book comes out and everyone's just going, this is actually really awesome?
I don't know if you believe this, but honestly, it's like I have imposter syndrome. I totally don't believe it's true. Everyone keeps sending nice reviews, and usually it's people just informing me that there's another review out, and I go take a look, and uniformly they've been positive, and I've totally been blown away. And so yeah, I'm trying to actually believe that it's me, you know, that it's my work, but often it's like, no, must be some other guy. And even looking at the book, the physical copy, pick it up and you kind of go, this looks really, really good. It's like, hang on, I wrote that. Yeah, but to see it transformed is the amazing thing, because what I got used to is just reams and reams of pages in Word. And it's that transformation when it goes into the book, when you start seeing the art. Once I started seeing the art, I was so blown away. The very first thing I got to see was John Hodgson's cover, and that was my first inkling that this was really going to be special, and it was going to happen. I had that real kind of sense of, wow, you know, this is going to be amazing. And then some of the other art I got to see, and I was just blown away. And then finally when Paul Bourne got involved with layout, and that amazing layout that he did, and it floored me, honestly. I just thought, this is incredible. This is going to look so great. Yeah, so.
So that's the first one, and that's absolutely fantastic. So have you been bitten by the writer's bug? Have you got more ideas in the plans?
I do. Yeah, I do, definitely. I've already done another scenario for a book. I can't say the title of it, but it's through Miskatonic River Press, so that's an American company. So that one's done, working with Oscar Rios, and he was absolutely fantastic. Working on one at the moment for Chaosium to supplement their recent release of Gaslight 3.0. So yeah, they wanted specifically a Scottish scenario for Gaslight period, so I'm very pleased to be asked to do that.
Awesome. And when can we expect any of this? Do you have any kind of little release dates?
Difficult to know, of course. It's all in the hands of the publishers, but my guess would be Miskatonic River Press, early 2013. The Chaosium one, I think they only have it, actually the writers have got till I think the end of the year, so that'll be next year as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, beyond that, I'm actually still working with Cubicle 7, so we've got some plans that we're hatching. Some plans, some dark, evil plans, yes. So more of the Cthulhu Britannica look. Yeah, so I'm working with Dom, working with John to take some of that forward.
Brilliant, excellent. So, if people have just discovered you and just gone, oh wow, I want to find out more about this awesome writer and, you know, get kind of a feel for the latest releases he's got coming, where would be the best to find information about you?
Two places. Certainly I've got an author page on Facebook, you can always do that, or just send me a message, friend me on Facebook. I've got I don't know how many countless people there, so I'm continually rambling about what I'm doing there. And I also have a wee blog that I go to about once a month. That's just, I think it's stuartboonposterist.com, but I'll have to provide you links afterwards.
Brilliant, okay.
Yeah, so between the blog, the author post, and there's actually a Shadows Over Scotland page on Facebook. And there's plenty of pictures and assorted materials on there, news coming out about that. So I've got a couple of things, but I'll give you the links for it.
Brilliant. Okay, well thank you very much, Stuart. I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of your work. Keep your eyes on Relift Eyes because we will be hunting him down for all this new stuff and we'll keep you up to date. So.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, Stuart.
Thank you so much for letting me chat.